Sonic the IDW comic, issue 5.
Careful, on your right.
Left, right, everywhere. They have us surrounded.
Hey,
We've
SBO.
handled more than this before. Just gotta get into the swing of things.
Roger that.
Where
Have you and the
even are
Chaotix
we?
tracked down Eggman yet?
Hold on. Incoming.
Thanks for the help with the Badniks. They've been getting more organized
metallic
lately.
emerald
I guess
zones
Eggman's gearing up for something big
spinning
again.
thing?
Actually, I don't believe the doctor is behind
Whatever.
this.
Oh? So you guys have a lead?
Better than that. We began our search at the ruins of Imperial City and found nothing but wreckage. So we tried his last known lab. Orbot and Cubot were cooperative, but knew nothing. Eggman's
As per
computer
usual.
system showed no escape plans or personal
That
traffic.
random
He seemed
snake.
certain he'd win our last
Oh, hello,
encounter.
Zero.
Searching his other bases turned up nothing but trouble.
Well, nuts. You guys are the best detectives I know.
We're the only detectives you know.
Semantics. So why'd you call me out here if you haven't found him?
We did. Sort of.
Wait, what?
Sort
I
of.
received an anonymous tip that led us to the village I'm taking you to now. So technically, we didn't find him.
You could have just skipped ahead to I'm taking you to Eggman.
I wanted you to understand how hard we worked.
Duly noted. Now let's get moving. What gives? Everything looks fine here.
Sonic, you made it!
Hey, little buddy. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah! This
Charming.
place is great.
Great.
There's lots of kids my age. And
3.
tons of flowers.
Sarcasm.
And they have the best honey tarts ever!
That's cool. But what about, you know, the big guy?
That's right! You haven't met him yet! Hold on, we'll get him! Come on, come on!
All right, no need to get all
What
excited.
the heck?
How do you do? They call me Mr. Tinker.
Did you really think I'd buy this act, Doc?
Doc, I don't think I've earned a doctorate.
What?
But then again, I'm afraid I don't remember much of
Oh,
anything.
he has
I know the bitch
amnesia.
who built stuff. She's the best!
Huh. Well, I certainly tried.
Shadow just comes in and be like, oh, so I
So you
fought
don't
on
remember
Earth to
any
get
of our fighting
amnesia,
over
but
the
you just
Chaos
kind of like
Emeralds?
I'm
fell.
not familiar with that cut.
Lost Hex?
Somebody lost
wow,
a
it's a
magic
comeback.
spell?
The
Oh,
Ark?
Has a parabola?
The Death Egg?
Are you just throwing random words together I don't understand?
Yes.
Don't sweat it, Mr. Tinker. This is all a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah, as in he's forgotten his
If I
identity.
can help, I'd love to, but
Nah,
Hi,
you
Vector.
just get back to what you were working on. This is what I meant
Best
when
just
I
leave
said
him
we
alone.
sort of found Eggman.
And you're sure it's not an act? He's pulled similar stunts in the past.
We've thoroughly interrogated him and observed him for a couple of days. It's legit. He remembers nothing.
Yeah, but he can be extremely dangerous. Never mind the close calls I've had while fighting him, he can threaten whole planets at a time.
Well, moons. Dang, these
But
callbacks.
seeing him like this...
That's why we called you. We have no clue what to do. Sure, he's done some nasty stuff in the past.
Like pissing on the
Can
moon.
you really punish a guy who doesn't remember doing any of it? The crimes
Yes.
have been committed and justice must be served. Eggman must be punished.
Right, but would you really say that's Eggman?
No.
Excuse
At
me.
this point, I think it's
I'm
better
the
just
head of the
leave him
village. May
there.
I
He's not
weigh
gonna
in on
hurt
the subject?
anybody, and it's
Sure.
basically a sort
Your
of
town,
prison
your
in a
rules,
sense.
right?
Yes, but in this
Just have this
case,
guy keep an
I
eye
would
on him.
defer to the judgment of a famous hero. Before you make your decision, please consider this. That man appeared in our village one day without warning. We're still not sure how he arrived.
He walked.
We locked him up immediately, but the next day, we found he'd broken out.
Oh?
Just to reinforce his own
Tuh.
cell.
I did what I could for the hinges. But you'll need an entirely new deadbolt.
Just like the Chaotix, we questioned him and tested him for days. Never once did he show signs of his old villainous ways. Once we realized he wasn't, well, himself, we nursed his wounds and took him in. In return, he repaid our kindness tenfold. He repaired
I like
anything
this
we
image
brought
of
him,
Eggman.
from the smallest, most delicate work.
I'm sorry,
to the
Mr. Tinker. I
largest,
should say his
most
name correctly.
grueling efforts. I know Eggman is a terrible man. I've heard stories of horrors I can hardly imagine. But Mr. Tinker has been a blessing to our village. I know he cannot undo the evil
It would
he's
be a
done,
shame to take away
but
such a valuable
I'd rather
asset
he
to the
remain
community.
free to do some good than rot in a cell and do nothing.
This was so much easier when it was just I hate that
It
hedgehog.
was, wasn't it?
Could stick around and keep an eye on him.
No gray
That's
area.
just delaying things. It's better we figure this out before.
Badnik's coming in from the south.
Too late.
They're coming up the mountain.
Uh-oh.
Run!
You guys head him off. I'll handle Eggman.
You got it! Charming, get out here! We got work to do!
I'm
Those
coming.
badniks
I'm
could
coming.
jog
Sheesh.
Eggman's memory.
All right, Eggface. The gig is up.
It'll be okay, everyone. The Chaotix are here. They'll protect us.
Will the robots find us in here?
Shh. You just hide behind this barricade. Everything will be fine. I promise. I'm sorry. I never caught your name. But if you can, will you defend the village? I'm ashamed to say I'm too afraid to fight.
You just worry about keeping these folks safe, Mr. Tinker. I'll help the Chaotix smash those bots.
Keeping the kids safe, that's what's top priority.
Gotcha. Huh? Can't hide from me. Ha!
This is the coolest Charlie will ever look.
And the Chaotix there. Did my forces stumble upon a settlement?
Yes.
They figured me out.
Settlement. Bad luck.
That's the last of them. Seems like a pretty puny rescue force.
It wasn't a rescue force. Eggman was terrified of his own robots.
Yeah, I told you Mr. Tinker was a good guy.
Charming!
He's
He truly
dumb
is a
vector.
new man. What do you intend to do?
Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tinker. I got you mixed up with somebody else. I'd like us to start over, so... Hi, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
The pleasure is all mine, Sonic.
Well, that didn't jog his
I hope
memory,
that you
nothing
managed to
will.
find who you're looking for. He sounds worrisome.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think he's gone for good.
Maybe so, but the Chaotix Detective Agency never does a half-baked job. We'll keep looking for the doctor, but you're free to stay here, Mr. Tinker. You've been very helpful in our
Chaotix never do anything
investigation.
half-baked.
Thank you.
They'll do it
looks like
full-baked.
I have an awful lot of tables to rebuild. I cannot thank you enough for helping these people.
Don't sweat it. It's what I do.
I hope you'll come back to visit. I'd love to show you Eggman Land once it's completed.
What?
Eggman Land? His terrifying personal theme park? Did he just slip up with his ruse? Or is he...
You'll never menace the world with Eggman Land again. I'll destroy you first.
Shadow and Rouge are here. Do I make them the thumbnail?
Next time,
Nah.
Sonic
They-
versus Shadow.
And the flashbacks would probably be worth Buzz's Eggman part. I'm sorry, Mr. Tinker episode. I'm not gonna lie, with the what thing, I kinda bought it for a minute. Just like, huh, maybe he did genuinely turn over a new leaf. Then he said Eggman Land, it's like, oh shit. There's no way he just slipped up by chance. He wouldn't go through all of this effort and then just be like, oh no. Well, then again, for Eggman, that would be entirely in character. What am I saying? Billy. Shadow and Rouge next parts, so that'll be fun. Getting all the fan characters, all these member berries. Remember these guys? Remember these times? Eh, whatever.